Yo, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 25 and another part of our Toyota My Team career mode. Today we take on the Brazilian Grand Prix actual. Of course, we had the sprint race last time, finished third in the sprint race. Looking forward to seeing how we get on today. Fingers crossed we can have another positive result. It's gonna be difficult to replicate that, but we were very strong in qualifying. Hopefully we can have that again, and we've got some nice hard tires ready for the race. So without further ado, let's get ourselves into qualifying and see how we get on here in Brazil.
It's a Saturday showdown. Anyone fancy some hot laps around Interlagos? It's qualifying day here for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Up to the line, and it's a 1:07.6 here in Q1, and that's a pretty good lap time, certainly better than what we produced in sprint quali yesterday. And it looks like, you know, we can compete with Max Verstappen around here, but whether we can outfox him, I'm not entirely sure. We are through to Q2 in second position. As you can see, probably in the bottom of your screen there, it did start raining towards the end of the session, so no shocks really going out, but certainly the potential of that happening in Q2. Well, as you can see, it is raining at the start of Q2. We are using our ERS as we head up to the line. It's only P13 though. Just haven't got the same pace in the wet as we do the dry, so we're going to come back in. Probably going to stick a little bit of fuel in the car just so we can build that confidence up. Might as well stick a new set of intermediates on. But yeah, this is annoying, isn't it? We really didn't want to have to go out there and put in lap after lap, but yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. Build up that confidence. Well, it's also potentially stopped raining here. I think we would just about have time to put a lap in. DRS enabled, that's the sign that it's time to come in for soft tyres, isn't it?
Okay, we're currently in the drop zone. We need you to move up into the top 10 or we're not going to progress to the shootout.
So it's annoying. But not everybody's out there at the minute. See what the potential is in this car. There you go, purple first sector, so it's definitely time for dries. It's very much dried up, hasn't it? Yeah, I think we cut our losses and come in for soft tyres and see what we can do here.
Right,
as we're going significantly quicker on these intermediate tyres. Sort of checking. Yeah, 2.4 seconds quicker there through that sector, and yeah, well, overdid it there anyway. So into the pits we come. Nice and sensibly. Into the pits we are. And we are going to put on the soft tyres. And I guess I'll join you in a minute. Well, here we go then. We are ready and round to go for our flying lap. We've decided to go onto scrub tyres simply because I think we've only got one set of mediums and one set of hards. for the race. So I think it's imperative that we have a set of softs as well to go along with that. Said that we'd returned our hard tyres. So we're not taking 2 sets of hards into the race. There goes Liam Lawson. He's quickest first over the line. You feel it's all going to depend on where you come across the line. We were last man over the line deliberately. Waves the checkered flag. And you can see 2 Ferraris have dropped down. Let's see how we get on here through this middle sector. Pretty decently. A little bit wide into the final corner, but I think we'll be alright. It's a 1:07.2 though from George Russell. That's an awesome time. Let's see what we're capable of here. It's going to be a 1:07.8. That puts us 7th. Very, very good. So we are through to Q3 then in 7th place. And yeah, a little bit wide in the final corner, but good enough to get through. Now, did Colapinto make it through? No, he didn't. He is out of qualifying. George Russell, very, very fast in that session. But yeah, Yuki Tsunoda, he's out. That's a big one, but everybody else probably about as expected, to be honest. You know, Gasly getting through, maybe a bit of a shock, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, and hopefully it's a nice dry Q3. We're only going to give it 1 run, I think. Remember, we were on scrub tyres there, so, you know, left a few tenths on the table. So, looking for a top 5, really.
Okay, 1 minute remaining, just 1 minute.
Here we go then, on our Q3 lap. Let's see what we can put together here. So we head towards turn 1. Pretty much perfect. Don't want a track extend. And doing that, we sort of turned out of it, and that's going to have cost us at least a couple of tenths, if not more. And that is not a great first sector. 10.5 slower than Antonelli through there, but it's really the middle sector where you make your time up.
Left in the session.
So need to find our best here. Oh, it's a big lock-up. Luckily, I don't think it really affected our next corner. Need to get this right. This has been a bit of a messy lap, to be honest. A little bit of VRS through there. Yeah, it's about matching to Antonelli through there. 1:07.0 from Max Verstappen from absolutely nowhere. Antonelli's gone even quicker. Look at this. Leclerc 1:06.6. Wow. Well, I mean, 9th place. Goodness me. They put in some good times there, didn't they? We were nowhere near 1:06.6. I think Leclerc had a tow. Piastri up there as well. A 1:07.6. That pretty much matched what we did in Q2. I think we could have maybe qualified 7th, possibly 5th. But again, just, yeah, leaving time on the table. But Charles Leclerc, don't know where he found that from.
Formula One returns to Interlagos once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his 3rd championship here in 2012, and just 4 years later, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. 2 very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junsao into one of the 2 DRS zones will be key to any overtaking prospects today. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Russell, Lando Norris, and Gasly, Antonelli, O'Sullivan, Albon, and Carlos Sainz, Colapinto, Tsunoda, Esteban Ocon, and Hülkenberg, Hamilton, Stroll, Jack Doohan, and Fernando Alonso, Behrman, Lawson, Hadjar, and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. Interlagos, always one of my favourite weekends of the season. Love Brazil, adore this track.
Absolutely spot on, Crofty. I wish you could pick this circuit up and place it, copy-pasted on multiple different locations around the planet, because it is sensational to watch, sensational to drive. And for all these drivers here in Brazil, it's a great time to get stuck into this Interlagos circuit. It's an anti-clockwise track, lots of important corners to get right, and it's a track where you can make or lose an awful lot of lap time.
Okay, here we are down on track then.
Here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Let's see what we can do. I mean, I always like pulling that strategy a little bit closer together. We've obviously got some brand new soft tyres as well that we could use at some point in the Grand Prix. I definitely think it's worth doing. I'm going to bring that down to 38 laps, so 2 spare laps of fuel. I'm going to try and do the one stop. It is going to be tricky to do just that. But it looks like there's lots of different strategy out there on the grid, lots of medium tyre runners, lots of hard tyre runners. So this could be a really intriguing Grand Prix. You've got Alex Albon on the softs as well, so he's probably going to get a very good start, but he's consigned himself to that 2-stop strategy. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. We tend to find that the strategies the teams suggest aren't necessarily the correct ones. Certainly not for people like us running in the mid-pack. We are going to start on that hot lap mode. Try and lay off the overtake button throughout the first few corners. It's all about sort of trying to stay out of trouble, trying to keep our tyres in check, trying to make sure that we don't lose any of our front wing or any of the bodywork, certainly the underbody or the side pods. We don't want any damage to them. We just want a nice clean race. No corner cutting warnings or anything like that. Let's just get out there. Let's give it our best shot and see what we're able to produce here. And come around the final corner now. It's all going to be about how we line up here, and fingers crossed we give ourselves a good starting place. Just trying to get some heat into the tyres at the end of this lap. No point doing that all the way through the lap round here. Very easy to get that tyre temperature. So here we go.
Okay, not the best placement there, mate.
That's
Let's
annoying.
try and get a good launch as the race starts.
So we are well
Keep an eye
back.
on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Just overdid it slightly, but that's okay. So ready to rock and roll. Lights out, away we go for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Very good start off the grid, and look at this. We might have a bit of an avenue down the inside into turn 1, and we do. What a start that is. We're past Lando Norris and up into P5 on track. That is a very, very strong start. We've got Oscar Piastri just ahead of us. But yeah, we just found a gap, didn't we? And actually maybe starting a little bit further back than our normal grid box helped out there, because we were able to We were able to just find a gap past Pierre Gasly, who, you know, qualified well out of position, really. P6, that's far better than, you know, an Alpine should be. And we got past him, and Lando Norris was sort of boxed in into turn one, and we managed to get past him. So a very good start. Going to use a little bit of overtake here to get right into the slipstream of Oscar Piastri here as we head across the start-finish line, and we are up to P5.
Okay, TYRES is now available.
Oh, Oscar locks up, but well, manages to still make the corner. That was very, very close, wasn't it? I mean, we know that there's more pace in the car than what we showed in qualifying. We were the only real one to compete with Max Verstappen in the sprint. Oh, so yeah, I'm intrigued to see how we get on in terms of our pace throughout this race. Yeah, look after these medium tyres, make sure that they last. But it looks like Charles Leclerc is continuing how he left off yesterday in qualifying. He's leading the race. Russell is keeping pace with Max Verstappen as well, so could be a good race for the victory, this. 5 different constructors in the top 5 as it stands, but this could be a chance on Oscar Piastri. DRS is open. Looks like Oscar's got DRS as well. Yeah, we're just sort of holding back. Thought we could try and stay close through the S's, but didn't really happen. Well, we got 3 wide up ahead. So keep an eye on what's going on up ahead. Keep an eye on Piastri. Keep an eye on Andrea Kimi Antonelli as well, because he had a superb qualifying. And he has certainly got pace around here. Can we get Oscar Piastri here? Can we get nice and close to him? Use a little bit of curb. It's a tough one because I don't know whether we want to be in his DRS or Russell's. Piastri doesn't seem to quite have the pace of the front 3, so maybe we want to upgrade our seat, if you like,
Gap to your teammate
in the DRS train.
4.6 seconds.
Russell and Leclerc are battling. Verstappen starting to get away, and this is race crucial now if we want any sort of opinions and say on who wins the race today. We need to be getting ahead of these guys because they're now holding us up just a little bit. Particularly in this middle sector, you feel we've got a lot more to show for it. Oh, a little bit deep there, and that's Andrea Kimi Antonelli going round the outside, but we managed to hold him off for now. You need to hold on to the car, just make sure these tyres are doing what they need to do. Yeah, very nice start to this Grand Prix. Good 4 laps there. Looks like Russell has broken off the back of Charles Leclerc as well here. And that Mercedes does look very, very fast. But can he compete with Max Verstappen? That's a big question.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Well, there goes Piastri. He's having a little look at Charles Leclerc down the inside. Is there going to be any contact? No, they're keeping it nice and clean. But Piastri's through round the outside now. This is interesting because who has DRS here? Piastri doesn't. Leclerc is going to go down the inside. We're looking for an opportunity. And Antonelli also looks for that opportunity, and he goes down the inside.
Position, that's us down a place.
Wow, what a battle this is between us four. And if we keep doing this, it's not going to be long until Lando Norris is also involved in this little battle. This is crazy. Yeah, I think we need to maybe think about moving our ERS deployment down to medium, save up a little bit, and then go for a move on these guys, because I think we've got a little bit more pace, perhaps, on the two in front. Well, we got a bit of argy-bargy ahead. Wow, what a move from Oscar Piastri on Charles Leclerc. He's up into third position. As I say, we've moved our ERS down just a little bit. We're going to try and charge it up through this little sector here. And there you go, Piastri's got the march on Leclerc. We're struggling for traction out of that final corner. Leclerc definitely a little bit quicker than us there, and Antonelli is right there as well.
Right, keep pushing, you're gaining on the car ahead.
A little bit of a lock up there, and there goes Antonelli. He is through. Oh, he goes a little bit wide though. Wow, and Norris is going to have a look as well. And we're just going to let him through. Maybe it's not our battle at the moment. We just didn't quite have the pace there. Obviously charged the ERS up a little bit and just got caught out. We locked up into turn one, but maybe just staying with these guys is going to be the most helpful thing to our race time. Just having a little exploratory look on Charles Leclerc. No look for him either. So Leclerc clearly quite quick in a straight line. I think it's through particularly the middle sector where he's holding quite a few of us up.
Time.
Well, Norris and Leclerc side by side here. Now, who's going to have DRS? Don't think Leclerc has it.
Behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
Now, this could be our chance here to get a bit of action on Charles Leclerc, because Norris is surely going to go off into the distance here. There's Leclerc. Manu started on pole, of course. So he's going to drop back a bit.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
I think Leclerc's got DRS here. Again. Well, I mean, we're doing pretty well to stay with this lead group. Colapinto all the way up to 9th. At the minute, I think. Wow, big lock up again from Lando Norris. There's been a couple there from him now. Colapinto up into 8th. He's past Sonoda now. Good to see. Oh. coming in next lap. Next lap if we still got DRS. This lap if we haven't, but...
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Certainly should have it, but I don't know. Maybe just gonna drop out of it. Ooh, nearly lost it there. Yeah, we need to come in. We're coming in this lap. Tyres have gone, and that's okay. So here we come into the pit lane. Yeah, we're in. Now this should bring us out, possibly behind the Williams of Sainz, I'm thinking.
Okay, let's
we're
go
away.
now. Come on. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Can't quite work out who that is. Alongside us, that's Lawson and Stroll, so quite important really that we've not managed to get past them two, but should be easy to get past them. There's Lawson gone. And wow, look at the extra grip we've got on Lance Stroll there. That was pretty ridiculous, wasn't it? Goodness me, that was a brave move, but a necessary one. And now we can push forward, try and get a bit of an undercut on those guys that were just ahead of us, Leclerc and Norris, perhaps. Particularly Norris, because he was on the hard tyres. It's going to be a little while until he comes into the pits.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Well done.
Yeah, nobody's competing with that, are they? You can see how much time we made up on Alonso in that last lap. 3 seconds in the last 2 sectors, so that is pretty amazing. And it's this middle sector where we've been faster anyway that we're now finding a particular amount of time. Let's see how quickly caught up to Fernando here. Just got to be a bit careful. Don't want to get held up, but don't want to rush the overtake and lose a bit of front wing. So Colapinto in the pits. Looks like Leclerc's in the pits as well.
Coming in for his stop.
DRS open now. Half decent. And who's that coming out? That's Hamilton. Wow, we are well ahead of Charles Leclerc. That's a big undercut. And yeah, it's Hamilton and Verstappen ahead of us. So Hamilton, I think, is on old mediums, but that is a hell of an undercut, isn't it? So you would expect that Norris is going to be in a bit of trouble here.
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind running hard tyres.
So 6.5 seconds is the gap we've made up on Charles. We get DRS on his teammate here. Look how much wheel spin Lewis has got. DRS open.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.8 seconds.
Let's see where we come out here. That's Antonelli. Now, where is Antonelli? He's just coming out of the pit lane, so this has really worked out well. Yeah, Antonelli was well ahead of us and Charles. So yeah, the undercuts are working. Still persevering on those hard tyres. Gives us a little bit of DRS. That's
keep managing your tyres. Manage your tyres.
Gonna be helpful. Oh my goodness me!
Gap to your teammate behind. 16.3
That was quite scary actually. How much extra speed we had coming into the corner. Because we've got so much more grip, we're able to brake so much later. This could be a bit like the Stroll moment. Oh. Yeah, he's holding us up here. Let's see, Leclerc's made 1.3 seconds up on us here. He's just closing in and closing in. All because of that lock up into turn 1. Might have just cost ourselves the position with Charles Leclerc now. But he's probably going to have to do the same in getting past Gasly. No, he won't, because Gasly's in. Oh, wow, Piastri's in as well. That's Piastri coming out of the pit lane now. Looks like we're ahead of him as well, so we're up to P4 at the minute. Norris just 12 seconds ahead.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 5.9 seconds.
And Norris will be in this lap, but let's see how many seconds we pull out of Lando Norris here on this lap. Probably won't be quite as many as we've just taken out of Pierre Gasly, but you can see, I mean, nearly 2.5 seconds taken out of Lando Norris. So he's coming into the pits now. He's going to be well behind us. So we're going to be P3 here. Pretty amazing.
Norris is stopping now.
But it's George Russell who is the main man right now. He's 13 seconds up the road. Now, I don't know if George Russell has pitted yet. I guess we'll find out. We're 13.5 seconds behind him. Let's see what we are by the end of this lap. Yeah, George Russell definitely has come into the pit, so he's dominating this race, to be fair to him. Now getting close to us is Charles Leclerc and Oscar Piastri.
At the moment, the car behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap.
I'm not that bothered about that. You know, just sort of let them go, I think. Not really our race. Piastri and Norris, you know, we'd love to... Antonelli and Norris, we'd love to stay ahead of them, but our car's not in the same league as those guys, really. So we're definitely punching at the moment. Yeah, I think it was that time spent behind Gasly that's possibly cost us this. It certainly wouldn't have happened this quickly. But yeah, I'm expecting Piastri to make the move now. So here he comes. He is very fast. We're going to make him go the long way around. And there you go. Sort of shove him round turn one a little bit. And well, Leclerc's made it back up into fourth now. Is he going to go down the inside? No, going to give him space, and he did really throw it down the inside there, didn't he?
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
Yeah, we know that our pace is fairly similar to Charles Leclerc, certainly from the first stint, so I think we can stay with Charles. I think Piastri will get past us here. And Norris is approaching us at a rate of knots as well. DRS wide open here. Again, going to make Piastri go the long way around. Oh. Well, Piastri's going to get through this time. A couple of little mistakes there in that final sector have really cost us. Goes Lando Norris, he's through as well. So P5 for him now. Now whether we'll be able to stay ahead of Antonelli, I'm not entirely sure. But we'll give it a good go, but yeah, we're just not quite as quick as these guys in front, and that's okay. I'm happy with that. And there goes Antonelli, he's through now. No real surprise there, I just think Ferrari, McLaren and Mercedes far too fast for us today.
By 12.6 seconds.
Not too far behind, not too far ahead of Colapinto. I am having a little think about coming in and changing tyres, just with how quick we were before, but it is quite a long pit stop here. There's not really that many laps to go.
The effects of some tyre wear soon, so stay on your toes.
I think in 7 times 2.5, that is not as much as you think. However, there is a slow-moving car out there. Could that be a safety car? Liam Lawson is out.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end
Just
of this
thinking
lap.
about it, but no safety car.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 1.8 seconds.
But if there is a safety car,
Green flag.
we will be the first to come in. And a virtual safety car would have done, but no luck. There. I think it could be due to this tyre wear. Lost a few seconds, but we're okay. Still got a 5-second cushion to Yuki Tsunoda, but that will not have helped our tyre temps, although they still seem to be in optimal range. But we've still got 3 laps to go after this, 2 laps to go after this one. These tyres have to make it to the end. That's a big ask, but well, let's see. Are we going to finish 7th, or are we going to get a puncture? Are we going to finish outside of the points? All results still possible here. Trying our best to look after these tyres and trying to avoid the curbs as much as possible, but yeah, a little bit of fear going into the high-speed right-hander coming up. Yeah, we're okay. Oh, nearly lost it again there, but we were wise to it this time. But 80% wear on that rear left. We are in survival mode here. And that was always the disadvantage of coming in early. Was that we had to get these tyres all the way to the end, but we're doing it. Not far off now. 2 seconds in hand on Tsunoda, and we're on to the final lap of this Grand Prix.
Final lap, final lap. Push, push.
He says push, push, but we are just going to nurse it to the finish here. As slowly as we can.
At the moment, the car behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap.
See Tsunoda close it in. He's 1.5 seconds behind. We don't want to give him DRS. We don't want him to be within a second as we come over the line. That's Hamilton now up to P9. So he's had a decent second half of the race. Also started P15 with the penalty, but George Russell has won here in Brazil once again. Great record around this circuit, and there goes Tsunoda. Is it? No, not quite. We got on the grass there. That could have been nasty, but we're holding everything back up to the line here. We're gonna use our ERS, but I don't think it's gonna be enough because Tsunoda's got ERS, he's got DRS, and he finishes 7th. Well, there you go.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you
P8 though, which is, funnily enough, exactly where we started, even though we, at some points, were up to P3. But yeah, those tyres fell completely off the cliff by the end, and yeah, that little mistake getting on the grass, that's what cost us.
Because the driver was clearly able to read the conditions well on track, to use the information properly from the team, and usually come up with the right solution at the right time.
It's what they've all been racing towards, waiting for them. High above the pit lane is our podium. And for the lucky three, it's time to stand on it. By George, he was good today. The top step awaits for George Russell. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Well, there you go then. P8 in the end for us. It was George Russell who won ahead of Max Verstappen in second. Piastri finished third ahead of Leclerc in fourth. Norris finishes fifth, and with the fastest lap there, Kimi Antonelli finishes 6th ahead of Tsunoda in 7th. We finish 8th, Hamilton 9th, and Colapinto finishes in 10th. Into the standings then, we are 6 points ahead of Franco in the championship. Not long to go now. It does look like Mercedes are going to be 4th place in the championship. They are the quickest team at the minute, and well, good for George Russell, I guess, winning the race. He's up to 5th in the championship now. We'll probably end up finishing 4th. It's very, very close between Hamilton, Russell, Piastri and Leclerc, who are fighting for 4th in the championship, of course. Quite close between ourselves, Colapinto and Andrea Kimi Antonelli for P8 in the standings. So, pretty good. We will certainly take that. It was a good Grand Prix. You know, really enjoyed the pace that we had. Just a shame about the tyres at the end there. I think maybe if we'd committed to a 2-stop earlier, you know, started on the soft tyres, I think we could have made that really work.
Have you got a moment?
But it just is the way it is, isn't it? So next time out, we'll have the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Looking forward to that. Hopefully you guys are too. If you've enjoyed that episode, then give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 content. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.